Whee! Stellaris is the newest entry in Paradox Interactive's extremely successful grand strategy genocide simulator genre. The developers were not satisfied with merely slaughtering illiterate peasants, the rape and murder of indigenous peoples, or enslaving entire continents. No, they needed more. Johan Andersen is the company's creative director, who quickly came to be adored by the community by the virtue of his endearing personality after he joined Paradox back in 1933.
Shall we try to invade Poland? It's something that tends to work.
Yeah, I think that might be a great idea. Hitler's actually right.
This is what he had to say about his studio's newest release. I enjoy reenacting the Holocaust just as much as the next Dane, but why stop at an earthly scale? We wanted to give our players the ability to exterminate entire planets, star systems, galaxies even. This is what this game is about. Fortunately, there are still sane people working at Paradox, so I'm happy to report that the game is much broader than that. For Stellaris speaks to the heart of the human condition. To our ancestors, there was much in nature to be afraid of. Lightning, storms, earthquakes, volcanoes, plagues, drought. Michael Jackson. But once we overcome our fear of being tiny, we find ourselves on the threshold of a vast and awesome universe that utterly dwarfs in time, in space, and in potential the tidy anthropocentric proscenium of our ancestors. We are the custodians of life's meaning, and with that comes the realization that we humans are capable of greatness, capable of freeing ourselves from the folly of human conceit, from all the supreme leaders that have spilled rivers of blood, to deal kindly with one another, to find a sense of belonging and a small measure of peace as we seek fellowship amongst the stars. And isn't that what we all long for?
Bow down! Bow down before your emperor!
An empty mind is a loyal mind.
Burn the heretic! Kill the mutant! Purge the unclean!
Work earns salvation. Must obliterate. Must kill. Yes. Possess me, Chaos Gods! Yeah. While developing Stellaris, Paradox also took the bold design decision of actually growing a pair and calling things the way they are. So instead of cultural conversion, there's purges and forced resettlement, and you can design your entire species around hate and contempt for all that is foreign. Get it? It's funny because Trump. Ooh, I'm so creative. Many people have complained on the forums, claiming that the game feels unfinished. Like, for example, how weak diplomacy feels, or the lack of a proper production interface, or how some technologies seem to be completely redundant, or the lack of map modes, or how sectors are confusing and useless, and you can't rebind keys or anything, or how you can't complete half of the missions because how the objectives are spread around the galaxy, or the lack of any trade or espionage mechanics, or how the game turns into a ledger grind, or how it sometimes feels like you're alone in the game, or how government and how the combat is unbalanced that much, or the lack of how you can't use any fleet templates, how weak diplomacy, or the lack of a ledger, or the lack of a sometimes production interface, or how some combat is unbalanced, be completely reliant on any automation, or the lack of map modes. But you know, I think this is meant to be symbolic. Playing a complete Paradox game on the day of release just wouldn't feel the same, so I don't have any major complaints. What the fuck? Oh, here we go again. I just love how these American companies keep placing me in the same price region as the Germans and the French. Where do you think this footage was taken? Chernobyl, right? No, this is where I live. The middle of the European Union. And this is Berlin. See any difference? Apparently Valve doesn't. 60 euros for a fucking video game. Do you know how many weeks worth of food I can get for that? Death to America. There are many different ways of playing the game. My favorite is to play as peaceful, xenophilic Federation builders that focus on working with the alien for the betterment of everyone. Not the AI possesses the wit and intelligence of a 5-year-old with Down syndrome. Anytime there is a crisis, the aliens go out of their way to ignore it. And if you make the grave mistake of getting yourself into a federation, you can be sure they will declare war on a stronger faction the minute after. Why? Do they hate me so much that they would rather have us burn together than live alongside me? Fucking Xenos. Get out of my galaxy. 10 out of 10.
Hostile fleet detected. Hostile fleet detected. Hostile fleet detected.